swear to God, if I got copyright strike during the stream. How are you in copyright? I was glad they haven't fucking copyrighted me for the music. Hold on, wait a minute. No.
Tropical beat vibes with bursts of mango peach flavor that pop.
Hell no. trying to get used to some settings.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong.
I don't really think that matters. I basically run a 0.65. So that's going to be my current X sensitivity, and my current Y sensitivity is going to be exactly the same. And I've seen a decent amount of people on controller have a different X and Y sensitivity, and when they have a different sensitivity, they're going to have a little bit higher of an X sensitivity, and that's going to be the sensitivity where you're looking left to right. And a reason why you might have that a little bit higher, because it can help if you're going for edit plays to look a little bit more faster left and right. And also, if you're trying to meet up other players and look around a little bit faster, it's very good to have a little bit higher X sensitivity, because the more you raise your Y sensitivity, the more your aim can get really thrown off. And if you do go with a higher X sensitivity, I wouldn't recommend going a little bit, or I wouldn't recommend going over, I would say, 1 point above your Y sensitivity. I feel like it's a little bit too high, but of course you want to find the best settings that work for you, but that would just be my recommendation. So for me, I do have the exact same X and Y sensitivity. I find it a lot better, feels really consistent, and that's the way I like it. And for me personally, having a consistent X and Y sensitivity really helps me out. It's really easy for my muscle memory just to remember every single thing when it comes to the sensitivity. I do personally run a little bit lower sensitivity than I feel like a lot of players do, because I know a lot of players usually typically run in like the 7 to 8 range, and but I currently run at a 6.5. I see people even go to like a 5 sensitivity, but I wouldn't recommend going any lower than that. I feel like that's going to be a little bit too much. So moving on to the controller targeting sensitivity, and I have mine as a 0.325. I think this is what works best for me. I've also seen some people all the way up to a 4 or even a 5, and I've also seen down lower than about 0.2. So I would say in between the ranges of 0.2 and 0.5, I would say it's a really good option when it comes to controller targeting sensitivity. I would say more towards the lower side is going to be the best, especially for players who don't have the best of aim. I think having a lower targeting sensitivity will definitely help, and that's what I would highly recommend doing. And so moving on to controller building sensitivity, I currently have it at a 1.8. For those of you guys who watched my videos probably a few months ago, I used to have my controller building sensitivity at a 2, and the reason being there wasn't a controller edit sensitivity, so I played on a 2. But since they added that in, I ended up dropping it to a 1.8, because I feel like 2 was just slightly too high. I feel like my 90s were a little bit off on that sensitivity, so I moved it down to a 1.8. I think this is exactly a little bit lower. Sometimes you guys might like a little bit higher, but that's just my opinion. I think a 1.6 to a 1.8 is going to be one of the best options you guys can have. Ideal, and just being able to edit as fast as possible in this game is going to set you up for a huge advantage in a lot of situations. You always want to play on the fastest editing sensitivity that you can, so playing on a 2 is a must in my opinion. I say that's one of the settings I think everybody should be playing on no matter what.
You have a business, and with YouTube, you can open your door to half the world's internet users, while only connecting with the viewers most interested in you. Bring your story to life with YouTube.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. We're in Season 9 of Fortnite, and I want to talk about something I briefly touched on before, but I want to explain in more detail, and that's actually how to boost your aim assist by tweaking your ADS sensitivity settings. Again, I went over this previously, but I wanted to go over it again in greater detail just to really showcase to you guys why it's so important.
We're in the drum gun minute now, so having something that works well with aim assist and improves your aim assist.
I run around a 6 targeting sensitivity on control, and the reason I run such a higher targeting sensitivity is because when you're just hip firing, right, you get a little bit of distance, but you see my reticle take about the same amount of input. You see my reticle get a little bit smoother as I get on target. Now, when I am aimed down sight, when I get on target, you see a massive slowdown. Again, the same input. I'm not changing how I input on my joystick at all. It's so sticky right on target. But when I'm not on target, look how flicky my aim is. Now, if I lower my targeting sensitivity all the way down to something much significantly lower, I honestly see a lot of controller players with an ADS sensitivity of about 249, something around there is honestly pretty typical. I see a lot of people recommending that, but if you are aiming down sight and you can only flick this much, right? You really don't have a whole lot of movement here. Now, you can counter-argue that you can just aim around with your ADS sensitivity, but then once you get in, you're pretty sticky. But when you actually go to aim on target, you honestly still are getting pretty much the exact same amount of stickiness right here with your joystick. And that, to me, is why using a higher ADS sensitivity is actually giving you more aim assist. Because you're able to flick all over the screen, but once you get on target, you're able to get that stick. And that is very important.
Actually, no, you want not. Sorry, about the end, but I'll put a video up. Don't worry, guys. I will do a video in a bit. So wait for her.